Hi, Cave Joel here. This is just going to be just a little showcase of my Feed the Beast world. This is my home base right now. I'm looking into probably going to start a actual kind of Let's Play world on Feed the Beast with RC197 on a separate, my own, on a private server with just us, and just to do it. But this right now is just what I've done on Ultimate. Is just Feed the Beast Ultimate. I have quite a setup. As you can see, I'm using the Sortex something or other texture pack, and I have full quantum, but it makes it look like I'm wearing a fancy tuxedo. But I've done pretty much everything from Thaumcraft. I don't believe there's any more research that I have that I can do. I've just started into Bibliocraft with the books and different realms and stuff, and now I hear they're changing Bibliocraft, so it's going to be even harder to use, which is kind of annoying. You have to have more than just the table and the bookbinder now. And weapon rack with different armors that I've gotten, mailbox that's rarely ever used. I keep my place world anchored because now and then I like to leave like 3 or 4 different systems running, making different stuff. And then in here I've got tank room and machine room, the blast furnace and the coke oven, and then we got the implosion compressor and industrial blast furnace. I'm not sure what that was. I just randomly made it and put it there sometime back, and I don't remember why. Why is that not working? Normally there's supposed to be lava coming through this. Is there? Are you pumping? It's not pumping. Well, lovely. I'll have to work that out later. It's hooked to one of my realms. I loaded a realm that's solid lava. So, and that's also why my refinery's not working for some reason. Yep, it overheated. Okay. Dang it, come on. Work. What's nice about magmatic engines, they don't explode, they just overheat. Now I'll start draining that again. I've got everything switched, controlled. That's off, that's on. And it starts pumping. I can turn the refinery on and off, and I can turn the fuel pump on and off, which is this going to all my stuff, all my combustion engines. And then, like I said, with the realms, I've got a lava world. Let's see if this actually decayed over. That could be why it's not working. Oh, okay. There's no decay yet. Still isn't any decay. I haven't had any decay show up in this world yet. I just needed a world that I could use. Maybe my world anchors. Is this empty? No, dang. Wonder why it's not working. But I needed a world that I could get lava from because I run a bunch of geothermal generators. Alright, well, it's pumping. But since I run geothermal generators, I can just infinitely run them. But when it does that, sometimes it's kind of annoying. And then I've got an oil world here that pumps out oil to a secret location. Okay, it's not supposed to spawn me here, but alright. This is very wobbly. It drives you insane to be in this world. But so far I haven't had any decay in the world. So I'm happy with that. I'm fine with it being extremely nauseously wobbly. Good God. Extremely nauseously wobbly. Took me like 10 minutes to get this pump set up just because you can't do anything, and you've also got mining fatigue. So it takes you forever to like break stuff. Okay, yeah, it does. Leave world anchors on everything so they stay dimensionally linked and keep these things full. Alright, I lied. I'm going to show you where I store that stuff. It's in my base. Where is it? I made a realm. The realm actually glitched. The real realm that this thing is made in is a mushroom checker. If we go like out over this way, you start to see like the mushroom biome texture starting on the ground on the map and stuff. And you can see the mycelium there, but it was originally supposed to be, it was just kind of one of my little test worlds when I was starting into this. I got mushroom biome and a couple other things, and I got tiled. I just wanted to test it, but the original world actually started to decay. This one, as you can hear, it's definitely charged, but it glitched. So it's actually, I think it's glitched because it's not decaying. But this is where I keep my oil from that's pumped out of that world. All gets pumped here to this massive tank. It hasn't been running very long, that's why it's not very much oil in it. And I plan on putting a few other tanks here and some other stuff if this world continues to stay steady. Oh, and I found 2 mushroom biomes. Like, ooh, world hole. There's a mine shaft down there. Might go explore that later. The only thing I'm looking for is end portals. A couple of the guys on this server found end fortress. I think it was a glitch with this texture pack that let them find it, but I don't know if either of them even used a texture pack, because if they don't, then they accidentally actually truly ran into it. They found one literally right under the base. I'm pretty sure they did actually run into it. It might have been the glitch they found it, but I think they added the... See, silverwood logs in this texture pack are like x-ray blocks. They don't work. They're invisible. And they have them as the side panels of their house, but I'm pretty sure they added those like after they found the fortress. So I'm thinking their fortress was legit. I have my own end though, with a mob farm. This is you can find tutorials on how to do this by looking at Doc M. He's fairly common on YouTube, fairly famous on YouTube. But yeah, this is his ender farm design. Mine's really small right now. The one that I watched to learn how to make this is like 10 high. But it just seems to be the most efficient way to dispatch Endermen. And this was just, I used snow blocks to build it because it was easier than going back to the real world. So I'd just sit here with a shovel and just bust away at the snow, and the pipes and everything would collect it and then auto-craft it into snow blocks. That's pretty much most of my important stuff that's in my thing here. But there's also my mob grinder. I'm using slimes right now. You can see the little slime balls going into the void pipe there because I filled up a ender storage chest with or ender storage barrel with slime balls. It's completely full. Wasn't sure if you could actually fill them up, and I managed to. But now we're going for a tour on down. You can probably hear them. The Oracle turrets, 4 Oracle turrets. They start the little serenade. I just thought it was kind of neat. So I was like, alright. But I had people keep breaking the thing, so I had to put them behind warded glass. That's also what I got out here, and it seems warded glass. It even does this in default without a texture pack. It x-rays the water. I'm not sure if that's a glitch or if it's supposed to do that. But I had a farm with these golems. Stuff hooked up. I stopped the farm. Broke the 2 little golems. Got these little guard golems. They keep getting stuck under the lily pads. Well, I had like 3 of them out here, but they kept dying from wisps. There's an aura node right in the middle of that. I tried to combine 2 nodes and it kind of failed. Let me get out my goggles. It made it a lot worse than what it actually was. As you can see down at the bottom left over here, my flux is dangerous, and my aura is, or my, yeah, I'm only getting half is about half is the most of it that I'll ever get. It's about the highest it'll ever go is 500 was the highest I've ever seen it. And so I don't think it's ever going to get much higher. See, I moved and I pulled a node towards it, those two trees. And I put the trees there because I read somewhere on a wiki that silverwood trees are supposed to take down the flux in an area. And it just made the node bigger because the nodes that were in the trees combined with the nodes that were the big node that was already there and made it worse. But this is what I was talking about with the... What the heck? Okay then. That's weird. I'll have to fix those later. Those are RC colas. This is his base. He's not got much yet. He's working the Omni stuff. I have a teleporter hub. That's just a little book to it. He's got the industrial blast furnace. He took and put all the reinforced stuff. He put reinforced casing on it, and it still doesn't take it up much. Then he made electric engines with made 6 electric engines, and he's upgraded them so they put out, I think, like 10 per tick or something like that. 10 MJs a tick. Alright, doors, you're kind of irritating me. Whoa, I can actually break those with that thing? Holy crap. That's creepy cool. What? Reset it. Fix it. Fix it. No, that didn't fix it. Great. It's permanently broken. Well, I will find a way to fix this later. But for now, let me put my helmet back on. I decided to make one of the ultimate solar helmets just because this armor drains the energy so fast. And this helmet also works outside. Nether, most people do a lot. Most people do a bunch in their nether. I said kind of screw it. I don't know if you can hear my phone over here. It keeps buzzing. But I moved a little further away. But we decided not really to do anything in the nether. We decided to use Bibliocraft to make teleporter hubs and stuff. So you go into here. It takes you to the teleporter hub. Got everybody's different bases. And then there's also the end. And I got kind of bored one day and was playing checkers with somebody. Just kind of took some red wool and black wool and just had it on the ground and was playing checkers. Just up on the surface in the dirt. And so decided, alright, you know what? I want an actual place I can just, if I want to, bet somebody and come play some checkers. So, you know, one team you got the 2 normal torches, and the other team you got aluminum torches. These torches are cool looking. Oh, they don't do it in this texture pack. If you play with Sphaxcraft, yeah, Sphax Pure BD Craft, they actually are like rainbow. It's really funny. You got our base, and you got a couple of the other people. These are the guys that found the end fortress. I spawned you on a tree because it's right between their normal base, and they want to make their base in the end fortress, which is over here. There's a hole straight down somewhere over here. I got somewhere in like a corner and just dug straight up out of it. Is this the hole? There's the hole. It just goes right down into the thing here. I decided just to dig straight up. Oh, they must have been doing something. Okay, yeah, they must have been in here not long ago or something. There's some new construction have occurred. But yeah, they want to move their actual base down into here. It's because, I mean, it's like, who wouldn't want their base in a end fortress? It's kind of cool. Because since they pretty much put their base right on top of the end fortress, it's kind of cool. Alright, who keeps texting me? Oh my god. Alright. People keep sending me messages. It's annoying me. My phone keeps buzzing over here beside me. But, alright, how did you get out of this place? Yeah, it's like those torches don't spawn there. They put them there. I use these little squishy worms. Whoops. Wrong thingy. Squishy worms. There we go. Put the mossy brick back. I use the little worms just because they're really convenient and they're cheap as long as you do a lot of Twilight exploring. I've got a couple stacks now of torchberries, so. And you can see I literally just dug a hole pretty much straight up to the surface because I couldn't find a way out of it other than that. I'm not sure exactly how they found it, where they found it from, where the hole is that they dug into it. But they've also got the Twilight portal and stuff. These are the logs I was talking about. This is logs, this side. And if you look into it, see, you can see the end fortress down there. I'm just kind of torn between, is this how they found? They might have found it this way, through these glitched blocks doing the x-ray thing, or they may have actually dug into it. Yeah, they were on a little bit because their crops are grown. And they got the little books all over the place that take you back to the teleporter hub. So like that, and we got a couple other people's bases here. Everybody's bases is links. I mean, it's a typical server. I ask no PvP unless it's like you and that person are talking or something and you want to fight each other for some stupid reason, because it's keep inventory. There's no real point to it. I have the keep inventory thing turned on just to make it a little bit easier. If you die, you don't splooge everything everywhere. You actually kind of keep everything. But he's got a mob grinder up there and an enchanter, one of the automatic enchanters, hooked up, kind of slow rig. And this is another failed attempt at doing so with cows. And I think his intention was that the babies would like pop out of the fencing or something and would come over to the grinders and get ground up, but they pop out of the fencing and stand right beside the big cows. So you gotta wait like 4 hours for them to freaking grow up. So it doesn't work very well. And he's also done some of the Mysticraft stuff. He's been attempting it. I don't know how well he's doing, but he's been attempting it. He's also gotten a little bit of the Thaumcraft stuff going. He's got the jars and all that. I'm not gonna steal his XP, but if he's got me in there. He's got Thaumcraft stuff up here, and he's got this uncrafting bench, which is kind of cool. I'm thinking about making one of those. It just takes XP though, is the only problem. It's like when you put something in it to uncraft. See if it'll let me uncraft anything. No. I don't have anything I can uncraft. Maybe this. There we go. See, it takes XP to take the stuff out of it. But I think you can also use it that if you put it, like you can use it as a template. Like if you want to know how to make this thing, you put that in there and you can do that and it'll give you one over here. I think that's how it works too. Which is just kind of a handy little thing. Oh, he was also into the carts. Steve's Carts mod or whatever. But yeah, my philosophy on the server is pretty much just don't be a dick. It's kind of a general server. I mean, stealing, it's like, why would you steal? Stuff's so easy to come by half the time. There's just some things that are hard to get to. There's just some things that are hard to get. I mean, diamonds. Once you get a few diamonds and just enough to make a quarry or something, make a quarry. And that'll get you pretty much all the resources you'll ever need. And he's got the assembly tables and stuff too. This door, I believe, this is supposed to be a door here. It's actually a door. Oh, yeah. Just the logs push up. The log moves. Alright, nothing super special, but yeah, kind of neat. And you can see the little cherry trees and everything all around. We've all been working on all of us but RC have been attempting the bees to fail at doing the bee thing. Doesn't have anything in there yet. He's got his bees hidden over here. He's trying to hide them from everybody. I just exposed their location. Sorry, Kenny. Oh well. And he had some over here too that he was using. I'm trying to automate mine. I'm thinking about automating mine. He's into the turtles. There's a couple of the people that are into the turtles. Him and Shadow ID are into the turtles. We'll go to Shadow Space right now. Because we got time. Where is it? Shadow ID base. Wait. I still always gotta look at him. I never will get that. He found a goofy little glitch. This is Mr. If there's a glitch, I will try to do it until it gets patched. He's the one I've had to blacklist items from on Tekkit servers. The black hole band, that very nice little band that picks up everything. He found that when you hold, I think it's Control or something, it lets you, or it's Alt, yeah, Alt throws stuff out of your inventory. And you do that out of the alchemic bag you've got the black hole band in. Guess what? It duplicates it. It gives you 2 of them back. Because for some reason, when you throw them like that, it will immediately clone them, and it keeps one in your alchemic bag and takes one and throws it out on the floor and then picks it back up, and then you've got 2 of that. So I had to blacklist the black hole band and pretty much said, get me the materials to make one, give me the materials for a black hole band, and then the other part of whatever's needed to make the void ring, and I'll give you a void ring, because the void ring doesn't do it, which is actually really handy. The void ring doesn't frickin' duplicate stuff. I'm really not sure what happened here because there's no creeper damage. That's just him. He is a moron. He's got a farm over here. Obviously, he doesn't realize that straw golems don't do anything with corn. They really don't. They don't care about corn. For some reason, that was just never added in their script. Okay, arcane levigator to nowhere. Hole in the ceiling. He doesn't make much sense half the time. Water thingy. That must be a. Oh, okay, that's a big furnace thing. And I'm really not sure about these. Why exactly you need 30 research tables? Because I'm pretty sure like most of them have a lot of the same thing in them. Yeah, it's the arcane pressure plate. Arcane pressure plate. Unknown theory. Warded stone doors. It's like, seriously? And there's also a cute little trick in Thaumcraft that if you do have 2 of these tables and you make them backwards like this, and you put something, I think that's what he did right here. Him and Kenny are working together. Kenny X23 are working together. If you put something, I think these are probably the same, aren't they? 33, yeah. Like if you put a research note in this one, it'll also put it in this one. It'll like duplicate it in there. I mean, I'm fine with that. It's like whatever. That was his original base when he started. Then he made this cobblestone monstrosity. He actually made a decent looking house over there and then like caught the roof of it on fire or something. But yeah. So, alright. Back home. I have the little inner tanks up there just as a default to make sure no one does anything. The one thing in my base I'm not going to disclose is the location of my mass fabricator. It is hidden because I don't want anyone else knowing where it's at to gain access to it. But yeah, I've warded doors all over the place, so I mean, you'd have to really try to get in. I've warded door there, and then I've also got the stone from the mazes around it, which this thing just breaks in one hit. It doesn't care. This is probably the best tool ever, the Phaedra. So I mean, I advise looking it up if you are well set with a mass fabricator, you matter and all that. Make a Phaedra along with your quantum armor. You pretty much have to have the grab a chest piece to use it, or a I think it's, which pack is it? No. I think it's the advanced, it's the ultimate. You either have to have the grab a chest piece or the ultimate lap pack to use the thing. Because how much energy it uses I think like 8,000 EU per block broken. And this thing is pretty much this thing is an MFSU. It holds the full 10 million. I had a world that spawned me crystals. It was a really like corrupted world though, but it spawned me crystals, so I went in and got as many as I could. I have about a third full thing over here with gunpowder in it, because I was originally that mob farm with the slimes in it. I had creepers in there, just so I could get gunpowder, because I needed gunpowder to make industrial TNT for the implosion compressor, because I needed to make a lot of iridium, because everything uses iridium plates now, and instead of just like, so I was used to playing Tekkit. In Tekkit, everything just used the little iridium ingots. You just compressed iridium and you were good. But now, no, you can't do that anymore. You've actually got to compress them and then use a rolling machine with advanced alloy, diamond dust, and then 4 iridium ingots, and they get you just 1 iridium alloy. And you take it and compress it into 1 iridium plate. So it takes a lot more iridium to do so. But like I said, I think I've got pretty much everything unlocked in Thaumcraft. There's some things that have little glitched pictures because they have no texture in this texture pack. I do love this texture pack. It's kind of a nice one. I like this one and this Fax Pure BD Craft. So, but well, that's pretty much the tour of my base. I don't really think I missed anything except, oh, I missed my bees. The bees. Can't forget the bees. And the cow farm. Oh, I might as well show off the cow farm too. That might take a while. I'll have to do a cut fast forward for that one. But alright, the bees are over here. There's a fucking levitator. This was put in before I had any ability to fly. All I had was a jetpack. This is even actually before I had a jetpack. You could just hover on up this. You go up here onto the little platform, go around, say hello to Charles. He's in there somewhere. You in there? You being shy? Yeah, he's in there. You can see him there. There, I had another villager in here that died because his house spontaneously caught on fire for some reason. But yeah, these are all my apiaries. I haven't cleared them out yet. Oh, soul sand. Yeah, okay. And I finally got walnut. I finally just gotten a walnut tree before the apiaries, before I stopped all my apiaries. I don't remember how many I've got here. I've got, this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 of them. Almost 20 apiaries. I'm thinking about adding another row out here. But I might not. And I'm intending to completely automate it. But it's kind of coming slowly. Because I realize now you actually have to pump the bees into the sides of the apiaries for them to work. So that's going to be the annoying part. This monstrosity down here is my cow farm. So this is a rather enjoyable machine to watch work. Inside of these stone little rooms here are, let's go underneath. You can see underneath. They got these pistons holding them up. They've got a piston down here with this little plug that plugs in and completes a circuit. It's really neat. All it is it's simple. It's cool, but it's simple. It's just a torch hooked to a repeater. It's got to go through both of these to power these to make them push up. And what's inside of them are the iron golems. Not the little iron golems, like out in front of my base. See? Isn't he cute? He just stands in there and waits for you to press the button. You press this button right up here. They drop. Golems come out and slaughter the cows. And that's pretty much it. They slaughter the cows, and then when they go back in, they step on those pressure plates that you've seen underneath them. And when both of them step on the pressure plate, the walls go up. It's kind of a neat little rig. It took me a while to just kind of figure it out. It's just kind of messing around. And as you can see, it gets a lot of beef because it's got these auto feeders. the feed stations. I have I have them hooked up to God dang it, a farm on the at our old base. I have one of the forestry mod farms. Jesus Christ, what the hell? Why are there seeds in all these? There's a forestry mod. The forestry mod's got the farms and stuff. I used one of those farms to make for the cow farm here as a way just to keep it stocked. I'm thinking about restarting my golems and using them instead. Using some farmer golems instead. But then it just goes into an ender chest and comes here. But I think it actually collects seeds and stuff on accident for some reason, because I have it hooked up to pneumatic tubing right now. But I'm going to move on here, just kind of in sake of time, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be running a little over now. But this pressure, these take you up to the bees. The bees in the trees. See? Oh, there's one of my dragon eggs. Dang. Alright. ADD moment. I'm gonna collect this dragon egg. Oh yeah, glowworms work. This is how you collect a dragon egg. Damn it. Something under it like that it can't. Prick it, and it'll ding. Just like so. And then fill the dirt back in. Because I'm OCD. Horribly. There we go. Alright, I found my other dragon egg. I had 2 of them up here, and one of them disappeared. Well, now we know it didn't disappear, it just fell. Somebody touched it. Then I've got over here, I've got my little golem that collects the saplings that fall from my giant tree, redwood tree. The last thing I want to show off is this book right here called Old Base. I have just a little farm here with cactus in it. This place probably has the best thing of them all. And that's not the farms. There's a tree farm and a plant farm that failed. My quarries. Oh, that little turtle stopped again. Dang it. Can't manage to get this turtle to get the last row, but whatever. I don't see any diamonds or anything on it anyway. No, there's no diamonds down there anyway. Whatever. These are my quarries. I ran a bunch of quarries just to get for resources and stuff. This one is glitched for some reason. This water just does not want to go down. I've broken every source block I've ran into, and I think it hit another one. Nope, it isn't. It still hasn't hit another source block. It's glitched. It won't go down. But oh, excuse me. You get a lot of loot out of these quarries. They're so nice. I normally have it set to put these princesses. I'm keeping the princesses because that one villager there trades princesses for emeralds. So I use Rocky princesses to trade with him because they're easy to come by when you start a quarry. Because quarries are really cool and they just do that. Yeah, this thing, I disabled this thing a while back and just kind of said screw it. Because I have pneumatic tubing up here right now, I gotta switch it back to diamond. That's why I kept getting seeds in this. It's not supposed to put seeds through there. Seeds are supposed to go to the barrel behind it. But one of the coolest things I think I've got, this took me a couple hours to do. There's a rubber farm. But this took me a couple hours to do, is down here. This is our original base. This is where we started. Me and RC started. It was originally just us on the server, and then a couple other people joined. Got the chicken farm here, the automated chicken farm. I'll get to that like super cool thing here in a second. Make sure this golem's turned off here. Is he animal? Yeah, he's hostile animal. This chicken farm is a completely automated farm. It just breeds up chickens, and you come over here and set that little guy to kill animals. And This dispenser is full of eggs. And as you can see, it's spawning baby chickens. And they will just continue to spawn continuously because this guy will keep this loaded. And whatever eggs don't fit in that, he takes into here and puts in this barrel there. I'm just going to leave this on for now. Just for some reason. Get some more chicken, whatever. This goes down to an old mob farm. I used to have a mob farm down here. And these little golems would carry it up to the top for me. But the coolest thing right now, if you're cheating, you're looking on the mini-map, is my wither skeleton farm. With the automatic golem retrieval system. Why does that barrel have? Should not be stuff in that barrel. Alright, whatever. Somebody was being a moron and put stuff in there. That barrel is for this guy here. It doesn't drop wither heads unless I've got the iron golems there killing them. If I have iron golems here killing them, then it will spawn the wither skeleton skulls and actually collect those. But I had just because I needed mucilum for something, I cannot remember what it was I needed it for. I think it was more I just wanted it as a decal or something. If you use a moistener with wheat, you can make mucilum. But then we had the original. I know I say but too much. I had the original. Our mob farm is down here. We had a mob grinder just when I started Thaumcraft to make the magic tallow. Used I think that's apatite. That's not diamond. Used zombie flesh to make different stuff. And this was our zombie spawner. It's gone now. We took RC Cola took the spawner out and put it in his own base for some reason, and then proceeded to end up breaking it. I played a little prank on him. Just put because with the gravity gun here you can pick up spawners. I picked up a wisp spawner and put the wisp spawner in his base, and somehow he managed to break his zombie and skeleton spawner while hence breaking his wisp spawner at the same time. Wisp spawner. Got to talk a little bit of a lisp. But, wisp spawner at the same time. Broke that. This was another zombie spawner that, one of us found. I'm pretty sure it was him that found that one. I took that one. That one's in my mob grinder. It doesn't actually, I have it so it doesn't spawn anything now. It won't spawn mobs because I have light in there. Because it's kind of cool, I don't remember what mod it's with, but the little crystals that are dang it, I'm having a brain fart. Soul shards. I don't remember what mod those are out of, but they're really cool because you can take the soul furnace, you make soul shards out of a diamond, and then 6 of these corrupted essence or something like that, and a diamond, and it makes 3 soul shards. And you go around and you fill these soul shards. That's how I got the wither skelly spawner. It took me like 3 or 4 hours in the nether just to kill enough withers. I think I only got like 3 wither heads in the process. Wither skulls in the process was just enough to make one of my wands. And that's how I've got that wand. And then I've found a lot of portal guns. It's kind of funny. Like all these portal guns that I've got, like in here, the default portal gun, I found these in those with the things with the wisp spawner under them. They're like a weird obelisk looking thing. They're made out of the obsidian totems. They have wisp spawners under them. It's kind of funny because you can take those wisp spawners out and you can put them in people's bases. Wisps, they take a while to kill you. They do some damage, but I mean it takes them a while. Alright, well, there's not much more that I can show in this. This has pretty much been a full tour of my base. I don't really think there's anything else. It's just pretty much bye. Oh, dang, world holes back there. But slow generating terrain. Bye. This has been Cave Droll. Been nice having you watch this video. And see you later.
Derp, derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp derp derp.